Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better, and ever more beautiful. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
So straight into the action. Away! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Opts for safety. Oh, given away. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Turns back here, probably the best option. And here's Barcola. Pacho. Now Zabani. And it's Mayulu, distributed tidily. He's having a pop! It's not an especially good pass, that. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Paris Saint-Germain really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And here's Ramos. That's destined for the flank. He's on it. Can he get away? Lovely feet. Now it's Barcola. Aimed at the far side. Chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Cleared away. Referee's given a throw. And here's Doué. That's going wide left. Foot in. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Some front-footed pressing going on here. He's got away. And the ball is out of play. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Hernandez. Now Zabani. That pass isn't the best. Kibla. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, now he can run away with big chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Dealt with nicely by the defence. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Nicely shaped ball. And that has been cleared. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos charging forward, the ball at his feet. Hernandez. Played out to the left flank. Swung over. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That's a decent clearance. Tries a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
He won't be happy with that one. He's looking wide. Now it's Ramos.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Angers really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work, Gordon?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
He might be in here. Tries to pass it through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, he's burst through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Decent hit from there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Tries from a long way out and kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Gonzalo Ramos actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He'll try from distance. And for a moment, time stood still. Hernandez. Vitinha. Valkebia. Now it's Barcola. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's rather hopeful. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Gonzalo Ramos. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now he's off and running.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Hakimi makes a dash for it. Tries from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Barcola. And it's Vitinha. Now Beraldo. He's in a great position here. He's had it taken off him. Vitinha. Barcola. Looks to the other side. That has ended up in no man's land. He's had it nicked away. Almost half an hour in now. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Ramos. Valkebia. And here's Ramos. Now it's Doué, and it's Hakimi. Mayulu. And the shot!
Doué clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Coffee with the clearance. Alger ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Vitinha. And it's Doué. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Doué. Here's Barcola. Well, that pass surprised everyone and not in a good way.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play and it's up close and personal.
Tries to play it through. That has found him in acres of space.
That's just playing it safe and simple. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
This is a promising build-up. No, that was never going to make it. He's shifting through the gears here. Alger have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Tacho can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Beraldo. And it's Vitinha. He shifted it to the flank. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
It's a pretty loose pass. Barcola powering forward here. He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Vitinha, he's having a hit! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. He's a sharp little ball here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That looks a good cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Vitinha. Barcola. Balkebia. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Can he get onto this?
Habrá un minuto de
Beraldo.
descuento.
That is good alertness. Mayulu. Gonzalo Ramos gets across and deals with it. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And this could be the final action of the first half. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Paris Saint-Germain are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So off we go again. Paris Saint-Germain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And they win it back again. It's a good ball out wide. Doué makes a move down the right. And he's let fly. He's done very well to get to that.
Doué is offering a wry smile there.
They're up to 5 corners now. Tries to get it clear. Angers are looking to go forward now. And here's Barcola. This looks promising.
Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now it's Ramos. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Barcola. Gonzalo Ramos tries one from range. Magnificent! A finish right from the top draw. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There will be a throw-in.
There they go, hunting again.
Goes down, but nothing given. Vitinha. Vitinha running with the ball. He's gone for goal. That was quite a hit.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
That's a cute ball. That's good vision. And he's heaved it away. It's a throw-in. Oh, can he get onto this? Barcola. Defending of the desperate variety. Zabani kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Just eases him off the ball. It's a threatening ball. Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle and it was a very good finish. And I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
En el minuto 56, el dorsal 35.
Angers cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Ramos. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. That should get the job done. Nicked it back promptly. Great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's got the beating of his man. And that has sent him sprawling. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. It's a searching pass. Stood up well to him there. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gonzalo Ramos needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match. And at last, their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Oh, that's ambitious.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 90.
Pitches it off him. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Nicely intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Now it's Ramos. Good ball, good take. Spread it left. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Hernandez. And he was quick to react. Now he's off and running. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's going to be disappointed with that. Vitinha. That has been slung wide. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's Mayulu. Applies the finish! Oh, a very decent attempt. Now it's Ramos. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alkebia. In with the challenge. He's going for goal! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Now that's well seen too. Gonzalo Ramos is onto this. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Kebla. He's having a pop! Nearly, but not quite.
Kebla really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Spread out to the left. And he's intervened well there. Good running, strong and purposeful. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Beraldo gets on his bike and on the move. No, he's not getting past him there.
Angers really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Well, the count is rising. That's 6.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 14.
Cleared without hesitation. Angers have the chance to go the other way. Good effort from distance. Keeper is right behind it.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
And it's made its way to him. Beraldo gets a foot in here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Driving forward. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for options for movement. Now the ball in. Hernandez clears. The ball has bounced loose now. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7 será sustituido por el dorsal 9.
Doué going forward. And he cuts out the supply. That's going wide left. Knocks it into space. Now there's a... Can he finish? And a truly agonising miss.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Beraldo. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's the keeper's ball. Vitinha. Hernandez has found the net here, of course.
Angers really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Doué. And he's been shifted off it. That's good running with the ball.
Hey!
Paris Saint-Germain moments now away from seeing this one out. Well, they've got it again. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pacho does well to get it back. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well timed, excellent interception. Beraldo. Doué. Ball's gone out of play.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
This looks promising.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Threads one in. Zaire Emery gets across to intercept that. Mbaye. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Mbaye. And he's decided to go for it. A real chance and a real let-off. And he's found a way past. Nice bit of trickery. Great ball if he can get there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And time is up. Paris Saint-Germain proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.